with menopause too. So like it's all interconnected, and just so important. And that's the thing that I love about Ayurveda is they really look at pregnancy the way I do, as far as this idea of it's an opportunity to change your health. So it's an opportunity for you to improve your health, or if you choose to do nothing and just go through the pregnancy and get by with the bare minimum, it's actually a point in which you can be a detriment. Like you can make your health worse because you think
absolutely
baby's going to take whatever it needs from you, and it might be taking from your bones and your teeth, and like you're not getting enough nutrients, right? So now it's taking from your body. So it really is an important thing to consider when preparing and going through, right? So
yeah, absolutely. If women are listening to this and they're going like, oh, like I eat pretty healthy. I hear I eat pretty healthy from people every day, and I'm like, are you still eating like gluten-free cookies? If you are eating gluten-free cookies, if you are drinking any sort of carbonated beverage from a grocery store, if you are not eating fully organic, if you are, if you're still putting, and meat, not meat, people's choice, totally there. But like if you're putting conventionally like industrial food into your body, there is work that you can do to improve your healthy eating that will impact your fertility, and not only your fertility, but like the reason I got into being really passionate about this, because I had 7 years of postpartum depression where I wanted to throw myself off a building. And when I started doing vitamin therapy and replenishing those stores that I had given my son, my body, like you said, it's like the babies will take everything. My body was like absolutely stripped. I had been malnourished in Western culture before that. And it took vitamin therapy, took like high doses of large concentrates of stuff. And now I'm doing it with plants because I know better now. But at the time it was like, gosh, like when I got those omegas into my body, like my brain came back. I could function, not like mom brain people talk about. It's like, really? Well, yeah, because your brain shrinks 5% because all the omegas are going to make a baby brain, and you got brain fog because you don't have enough omegas and lecithins in your brain. Like, let's get them in there and you'll be okay. And it's shocking to me like how simple it can be sometimes to solve these problems once you know what the solution is. And so often the solution is nourishment, whether that's physical nourishment, soul nourishment, relaxation nourishment. There's so many ways.
And they sort of all intertwine together, because the other piece of that is you're not going to actually assimilate things properly if you're stressed while you're eating, if you're angry. There's so many things that go along with it. And I even think to myself, there's been times where I've eaten out somewhere and I'm like, we're, organic, this, that, I'm at a decent restaurant. What is the deal? Why am I feeling sick? And you don't know, the person cooking the food could have been angry. So there's like all these things that could come into play, right? So it's so important. And I think a lot of people are kind of getting away from cooking. There's always excuses of, being busy and whatnot, which is another sign of like, we're overdoing it. We're too overextended. But there's ways. I mean, even when I was super busy in school, I bought an Instapot and made sure, bought a little container thermos to keep food in during the day. So if I had to be at school for 8 hours straight, 10 hours, whatever, I could have warm, cooked, easy to digest food that I could sit down and eat,
Yeah.
There's ways around things.
There's so much more for you over in the Joygasmic Life membership. Become a bulletproof mom with us. Learn the tips and tricks and skills you need to recover from your postpartum mental health journey, and learn the tools of Joygasmic alchemy so you can have the kind of birth you've been dreaming of.